Okay, this is part 2 of lesson 3.2. So we're now on page 2 of our lesson. We want to find, the example. Can you find the equation of a line given 2 points? And so if we apply our concepts of slope and y-intercept and x-intercept, we can actually use 2 points to figure that out. So the first thing we want to do when we're given 2 points is we're going to find the slope. So m equals, and then we choose a y and a y. So I'm going to take negative 10 minus 2, put that over their corresponding x values, 4 minus 6. And we could have done it the other way as well. We could have had 2 first, 2, minus negative 10, and 6 minus 4. Either way, we're going to get the same thing, which is 6. So our slope is 6. So that means in our slope equation, we've got y equals 6x plus b. But we also want to know what is the y-intercept of this equation. Well, we can simply take 2 of our points. I'm going to take this first one. The x value is 6. The y value is 2. And so I'm going to plug in 2 for y. And I'm going to plug in 6 for x because that was the x value plus b. And we get, for this, we get b is equal to negative 34. And so now our equation, our function, is f of x is equal to 6x minus 34, or we can also just say y equals 6x minus 34. Okay, very, very simple way to actually find our entire slope equation. Okay, our y-intercept equation. Okay. All right. Next, find the equation of a line. So once again, we have a line. We've plotted a couple of these points. We can see the first point is negative 2, negative 1. The second point is negative 1, negative 5. So again, we can use these points to find the slope. So I'm going to take negative 5 plus 1. So I've got negative 5 for the very first value, then negative 1. Well, negative 1 minus 1 is just plus 1. And then over that, I can take negative 1 plus 2, and I'm going to get negative 4. Pretty easy. And so y equals negative 4x plus b. And now I can put in a couple of these values. I'm going to use this first one where x is negative 2, y is negative 1. So for y, I'm going to put in negative 1. And that is equal to negative 4 times negative 2 plus b. Okay? And then I'm going to solve for b. And obviously I've got negative 1 is equal to 8 plus b. Therefore, b is equal to negative 9. So I have the function f of x, or y, is equal to negative 4x minus 9. And there's our equation. Pretty simple. All right, next. Find the equation of the line through points 2, 2 and 2, 9. Once again, it's a pretty simple process. We can find the slope. M equals, I'm going to take 9 minus 2 over 2 minus 2. What do I get? I get 7 over 0. So now the question is, what does this mean? 7 over 0. Well, what it means is that we have an undefined slope. Okay? Essentially, what we've got here is that x just simply equals 2. And it really doesn't matter if we were to draw this on an xy coordinate axis. If we look here, notice that both of these points are on that same axis. If we keep going up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'd have our second point, and so these points are both on that x-axis. So that is an undefined slope. Okay. All right. Last one on this page. Find the equation of the line through points -2, 2, and -3, -1. Again, let's look at the slope. That's our first step. Slope's going to equal, I'm going to take -1 minus 2 over -3 plus 2, because negative minus is plus, and I'm going to get 3. So now I can put that into my equation. Y equals 3x plus b. And now I can substitute some numbers in. So I'm going to choose this point here. And so in for y, I'm going to put in 2. And that is equal to 3 times -2 plus b. Solve the equation, and we get that b equals 8. And so our function is f of x is equal to 3x plus 8. And now if we wanted to, we could put in any value we want for x, get the y coordinate, and we could easily continue graphing that line.